Hi, I'm Tianshi from Carnegie Mellon University. Today, on behalf of my co-authors Elizabeth Louie, Laurie Dabbish, and Jason Hong, I'm presenting the paper How Developers Talk About Personal Data and What It Means for User Privacy, a case study of a developer forum on Reddit. Privacy has become a growing concern to technology users, and developers are playing an important role in protecting users' privacy. In this work, we want to gain a better understanding about how developers handle privacy in real life by studying their discussions about personal data on an online developer forum. Some work study this problem by sampling posts that contain the keyword privacy. However, we want to note that this method may not cover all relevant posts because not all posts related to privacy contain the keyword privacy. To address this issue, we took a different perspective, which is to focus on discussions about personal data rather than the word privacy. Personal data here can be something like locations and usernames. The site we chose to study is the subreddit r/androiddev, which is an active online developer forum themed around Android app development. The fact that it encourages more high-level discussions differentiates it from other Q&A sites because it gives us more opportunities to understand developers' high-level design rationales and decisions from their conversation rather than just low-level technical issues. We conducted a qualitative analysis of a sample of 207 threads that mentioned personal data keywords. For the sake of time, I'm going to direct you to read our paper if you're interested in the details about how we selected the keyword and how we conducted the analysis. With this corpus, the first research question we're studying is, what do developers discuss about personal data on this subreddit? Our analysis generated a 5-category typology, which suggests that developers are using this forum to discuss personal data use as they carry out their development activity, including planning development, solving issues during development, seeking feedback after development. They also use this forum to discuss personal data use in response to external events like privacy-related changes in new OS release or privacy laws. And they also share useful resources and their general opinions about using privacy data for Android development. Then, in the second research question, we want to know when developers talk about personal data, how do they explicitly discuss privacy-related issues? From this chart, we can see that more than 80% of the discussions triggered by external events contain in-depth privacy discussions. These external events include new privacy requirements from the OS, the App Store, and privacy laws. However, in-depth discussions about privacy rarely happened when they discussed the design, implementation, and feedback of specific apps. Furthermore, these privacy-related discussions triggered by external events actually show that developers express frustration and dissatisfaction about these privacy-related requirements. Our thematic analysis of these posts showed some possible reasons about their frustration, such as developers felt there is little support for them to comply with the always changing policies and best practices. For the last research question, we identified 6 types of sensitive behaviors, such as data sharing and storage. From this chart, we can see that these risky data use were most frequently brought up when discussing concrete app design, implementation, and feedback. However, we have also seen that in the first 3 categories, there were relatively low discussion about privacy issues, which suggests a potential gap between actual privacy risks and the risks that can be perceived by developers. With these findings, we discussed design implications for 2 stakeholders. The first is for Android OS and App Store. In particular, I want to highlight the last point because currently, Android mostly adopts restriction-based punitive measures to enhance privacy. We consider that it may be helpful if they complement these measures using softer nudges to provide developers with actual reward if they do better in privacy. Furthermore, we also talk about design implications for online developer forums. To improve visibility of privacy discussions in these forums, we recommend that they can design guidelines to help posters frame their questions in a way that can prompt more feedback on privacy. To wrap up, we conducted a qualitative analysis of posts that mention personal data from r/androiddev, which shows that most privacy-related posts were triggered by external events. And when developers mention sensitive data practices, they rarely discuss privacy problems. We then offered actionable and concrete suggestions to Google and developer forums with the hope of better helping developers adopt best privacy practices. Please read our paper for more details and feel free to contact me if you have any questions. Thank you.